Hi, this is Frank Wallace at Aaron Green's Vintage Classical Guitars, continuing with my series from my book Sketches 1 called Single String Studies. This is the first of 3 sets of single string studies and by far the easiest. It uses a melody on one string and an accompaniment on another string or 2 or 3, depending on which one it is. This one uses 2, so we've got our accompaniment is just the G and the B strings played with I and M. The melody is played on the 4th string. So, as we've discussed a little bit, I like to use rest stroke and the thumb when I can, when it's reasonable. This is a good piece to practice it both ways. But let's practice first just the rest stroke there, alternating with the accompaniment I and M there. Notice the melody is going to be loud, firm, full, and the accompaniment softer. To keep those notes sounding together, I like to keep my fingers very lightly touching. And if you notice in the hand position, the important concept of hand position, when the wrist bends, the fingers separate. As you bring the wrist to a straight position, they start to come together and actually touch. If you go all the way up, they begin to even overlap. So this is a very important part of my technique, which is to keep those fingers gently together. So when I'm playing a chord like that, I have that security of accuracy. I also think it gives the sound, if they're separated, they tend to sound a little more, a little thinner. If they're together, even though it's soft, they have that beautiful warmth that I like to get. So we're just using those 2 fingers now, but try to keep them together. If they go too far in or too far out, they'll get messed up. So don't use much motion, just a little bit of motion there. That keeps it soft. There's not much energy. If you want to be soft, you don't use much energy, at least physical energy. Maybe you use a lot of emotional energy, but not otherwise. So we can play this piece very warmly and beautifully. We can also play it free stroke in the thumb and have a more upbeat tempo, keep a whole lighter feeling, more dance-like feeling to the whole thing. There's no tempo marking on the piece, or if there is, you can ignore it and do what you want to do. You can experiment with these pieces a whole lot in terms of expression, in legato or staccato. We could even go back and try to play it staccato. But I don't like that. But do it as an experiment. We'll talk about staccato in another lesson sometime. Thanks very much for watching.